Promo alert, promo alert, promo alert. Today is your girl Skylar Blue. Make sure y'all go follow her on Instagram. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Hit that like button, comment, and let her know I sent you. I need all the baddies. I'm talking about from the east, west, south, and north to tap in. It's summertime. And her hit single, Oklahoma Baby, is right on time. The link will be down in the comment section. Make sure y'all click that link, get in her comments, and let her know, is the song fire or not? Skylar Blue with hit single, Oklahoma Baby.
I'm a Oklahoma baby. Cornbread and fried chicken got them boys going crazy. Cal tipping nice, throwing missy, hustling daily. Boot wearing hair, stacking thicky. I'm a Oklahoma baby. I'm a Oklahoma baby.
I know online y'all know them as Frenchman and Duchess, but to me, I know them as Shamarcus and Zaria. With that being said, I want to clear a few things up about my cousin, because at the end of the day, it needs to be said. All I keep hearing online is OD this, OD this, OD this, OD this, OD this. Let's clear something up. First of all, my cousin's name is not Odie, it's OB, okay? Let's start there.
What up, gang? I'm back with another video. I say I'm back with another video. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Yes, I said subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. It's free. Do it for me. As y'all know, when Zaria mentioned that she was going to tell Shamarcus secret about the guy we thought his name was Udi, Shamarcus said he would unalive her. And shortly after, the live cut off.
Oh, I ain't get to tell you. I ain't get to tell about Udi. Then I swear you'll die. Then I gotta die by that.
I did a video explaining the Udi situation. People thought maybe Shamarcus and Udi was on the DL. But in my video, I revealed that Shamarcus and Udi was actually friends. And Shamarcus was accused of setting Udi up and unaliving him. The city speculated he did it, but they didn't have proof for sure. Well, Udi's cousin spoke out and she set the record straight. First, she said his name wasn't Udi, it's Obi. And she also spoke on Shamarcus setting Obi up. That's why she feel he unalived himself, because he knew her family would take him out after Zaria exposed his name.
So first of all, I just want to say this to my auntie because I know you're going to be very upset at me. But I had to say something. I know everybody in the family is asking me, let it go, let it go, let it go. And I tried. I really did. I know online y'all know them as Frenchman and Duchess. But to me, I know them as Shamarcus and Zaria. With that being said, I want to clear a few things up about my cousin, because at the end of the day, it needs to be said. All I keep hearing online is OD this, OD this, OD this, OD this, OD this. Let's clear something up. First of all, my cousin's name is not Odie, it's OB, okay? Let's start there. Secondly, y'all paint this narrative as if it was some type of down low situation going on. And what I want to let y'all know is, first of all, OB got bit, okay? I'm going to just say that. He was not a part of the community. This is not no DL situation. I also want to say this because the narrative that's being painted is not right. First of all, my cousin is deceased, so rest in peace to him. But I want y'all to understand a few things about our family. We got some serious steppers over here. And when I say steppers, I'm not talking about the stuff y'all see on the internet where they posting up. No, I mean, we got them real gangsters that move in silence, okay? Everybody's sitting here trying to figure out, why did Shamarcus do what he did? Well, let me explain to you why. Because there's a couple things y'all need to know. First of all, Shamarcus knew that he wasn't going to make it 24 hours. Let's start. He wasn't gonna make it 24 hours. He wasn't. So it was better for him to do what he did to himself before somebody else did something to him. Let's start there, okay? Secondly, everybody's painting this picture as if he pew-pewed Zaria, or if he Zaria, and that wasn't the case. What happened is that boy put hands and feet on that girl. And this wasn't something new. He always put hands and feet on that girl. Okay? Head, shoulder, knees, and toes on that girl. Let's be honest. This time stuff went a little bit too far. It happens. It went a little bit too far. Rest in peace to both of them. Okay? Because it's never right to put your hands on a female. Let's start there. He put hands and feet on this girl so bad that she was unconscious. Now, personally, I feel like she could have made it had she got the medical attention that she needed. But she laid there for an hour and a half. An hour and a half before police had even arrived. Make that make sense. If he really cared about her, you know what he would have did? He'd have picked up the phone and called the ambulance. But he didn't. He didn't. Because he already knew he had f***ed up. He had f***ed really bad. Everybody like, well, y'all talking about, she said Odie's name and basically that would, who the f*** is Odie? It's Obi. But see, the problem was our family started to pay attention, like, because the situation that happened with Obi was up, and we knew it was some foul play. We been knowing it was some foul play. We just been trying to figure out what players was on the chessboard. You feel me? That's what we was trying to figure out. And my auntie been saying she felt like Shamarcus was on some bull. Now let's be real. Shamarcus and Obi been friends for a minute. Best friends, thick as thieves. Obi go get money, he brings Shamarcus. Shamarcus ain't have to worry about no bread when my cousin was alive. Because when Obi rode, he brought Shamarcus. If he got paid, he brought Shamarcus and broke him off. But see, the problem is when you out here getting money, because my cousin wasn't no weak dude. When I tell you he was out here getting that bread, he was getting that bread. Okay, and it might have not have been legally, but he was getting that bread. And the crazy thing about it is the way he was set up, we kept saying, this got to be an inside situation, because the stuff that these people knew didn't make sense. It got to be an inside situation. He knew this whole mother time that he was a snake ass dude. He knew this. He knew if it ever came out that he was involved in that situation with my cousin Obi, that he was going to have to give his ass to God. You understand that? Period. He knew this. He knew this. He knew this. So while he was up here pillow talking to Zaria, he ain't realized this whole time you been putting hands and feet on that girl. See, she called the wrong people. What she should have did is called my family and told us the real, but she was so afraid to say something. Because she knew if she said something, it was gonna go the way it was gonna go. This boy put hands and feet on this girl for everything she did that he felt or deemed that was unacceptable. But he couldn't do that shit my cousin around. Obi didn't play that putting your hands on female, he didn't play none of that. He ain't play none of that. He ain't play none of that. And see, the more I think back, it's starting to make sense. It's starting to make a lot of sense. And my auntie said, don't get on there, Truth. Don't say nothing. Let it go. We got our justice. And I told my auntie, I said, no, motherfuckers need to know the real. They need to know how motherfucking snake down dirty Shamarcus was. Now, I don't give a about your motherfucking family, your brothers, your cousins, your aunties, because they all can get it. So play with me if you want to. I meant that everything on my cousin's grave, they all can get it. So don't come over here with that bullshit when your motherfucking brother is a snake down dirty. He know what he did to my cousin. He know how he set my cousin up. Cause see, these motherfuckers, yeah, it was definitely an inside job. And Shamarcus was right there the whole time playing puppet master. You had the audacity to show up at my cousin's funeral. You knew this gonna come back tenfold. You knew it. You knew it. And see what people don't realize about Zaria, everybody talking about she was smiling, she was laughing. That girl would do that. She was nervous. She was scared. Every time he would do that, she automatically knew she had to put her hair up. She knew she had to throw some tennis shoes on so she could try to get up out the door, because this boy always was on that type of timing with her. I don't give a she was 6 feet tall. That didn't mean nothing. This is a man you fighting against. But see, he knew when she said Obi's name, it was going to be a problem. Because why you bringing up Obi? What you mean with what happened with Obi? And see, I think she tried to play it off by saying Udi. She tried to play it off because she knew if she would have said Obi, everybody in my family would have been like, ain't no motherfucking Udi. It's Obi. And see, God got a funny way of serving revenge cold, bruh. It was better that he did it to himself. It was better. It was better. Because it was going to happen regardless. You can't go around and do that type of shit to people and think you safe on these streets. Family got some serious cold gangsters. I mean, like I said, moving silence type gangsters. Anybody gonna call you on the phone? Anybody gonna threaten you on the internet? We don't do that. This old school shit right here. He knew he had what? Not too many options. Cause see, if he would have went to jail and got locked up, he was gonna get it. If he'd have been on these streets, he was gonna get it. That's why that boy did what he did. That's why he did what he did. Because see, he ain't immune to going to jail. He done did that plenty of times. Been locked up plenty of times. Then put shoulders, feet, and toes on this girl plenty of times. Sad thing is he wanted to make sure she didn't survive. That's why he never called the ambulance. That's why he never called the police. Sorry about that. My baby girl came in here. But I'm going to just say this like this to my family. I apologize if I offended anybody, but I had to speak up and say something because we're not going to play this game like it was a DL situation. No, this was a snake situation. That's what it was. And he knew that he had to do what he had to do before something was done to him.
I also did a video where both of Shamarcus' brothers spoke out, but Obi cousin would make another video insinuating that one of Shamarcus' brothers responded to her video. I looked everywhere. I didn't find a recent video that either brother made, but this is Obi cousin responding. Make sure y'all get in the comments and tell me what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications. It's free. Do it for me.
Comments is just outlandish. Oh, what? I can clearly tell that some of y'all don't have no real steppers in y'all family. I can clearly tell y'all that. Because the video that I made was to basically clear up some of the things that was being said in reference to my cousin. Rest in peace. That was it. I wasn't coming on here to tell y'all exactly how he got set up. For what? What does that do? Like, y'all be asking the weirdest ever. How he got unalived. What? That's too much information. And I'm not putting that out here. My auntie clearly told me, be careful with what you say. Clarify what you need to clarify and keep it moving. And that's exactly what I did. Now, y'all want me to get into detail of how he got set up. What was he doing when he got set? What? Huh? Didn't I just tell y'all we don't do all that talking? I came on here for one specific reason. Stop dragging my cousin's name through the dirt. Stop adding shit on him that don't belong on him. That's like you putting a body on somebody that didn't do the body. No. I wanted to make it very clear. But since my cousin's been gone for a good minute, When that girl brought up his name, Zaria, when she brought up his name, it made me just like, what? It made my auntie and everybody else in my family, why are you bringing up Obi? That was the point of the video. Because y'all was running with the wrong narrative. That's it. How it happened, where it happened, the details and specifics. Look it up if you want to find out some information. But I'm not going to tell you everything. It's no point for me to do that. That wasn't the point for me to come on here for. See, what y'all want me to do is to get on here and start talking too much and start snitching on people. And we don't do that, baby. Quit drinking that Florida water. Quit drinking that Florida water. It's got y'all gone. Real gone. Yeah. Got y'all gone. So, for y'all that don't know, you know, they had a homecoming for Zaria. Yeah, nice balloon release. They also had a homecoming yesterday yesterday at 1 o'clock for Mark, aka Shamarcus. And yeah, we just need to make sure he was really in the ground. That's about all that was about. You know, he got the easy way out. And I'm gonna keep saying he got the easy way out. For those of y'all that know, you know. But he already knew what it was gonna be. A lot of y'all came over here to my, well, your cousin been dead for a little minute. Why wasn't something done? Because we was not sure. See, let me explain to you. You don't just go out here and put on people. You don't go out here and assume. You assume make an ass out of you, not me. Spell assume. Probably don't even know how to do it. Look it up if you can't. But you don't go out here and just assume. We had a couple players that we figured probably had something to do with it. But now we know for sure. For sure. That's the difference. See, that's the difference from you young niggas, excuse my language, you YNs, and you real gangsters. They don't go make assumptions. They want to know for sure. So when they come for you, they know they coming for the right person. That's the difference. Gonna come on here and say a few other things. But after y'all started running with the dumbest ever, I said, what's the point? I made my point. I said what I had to say. Period. And for the one person that's talking about what DL means that it's down low, so you wouldn't know. Just because you don't know your family don't mean I don't know mine. Check that, okay? We real over here. If you want to go suck and lick some do it. We don't discriminate. We real over here. But we keep it real with our family. We ain't got to keep it real with the streets, but we're going to keep it real with our family. Like I said, my cousin was not DL. I stand on that. And for whoever want to believe what they want to believe, baby, go ahead.
Thank you for the picture. I greatly appreciate it. But sweetheart, let me tell you something. His brother should have took the time to stop him from putting hands and feet on Zaria. That's what he should have did. And he never tried, not one time. See, they thought this stuff was normal. It's not normal for somebody to put their hands and feet on you every time you do something that they don't like. Not to mention his brother was just laid to rest yesterday. Matter of fact, Zaria was laid to rest yesterday. They had a visitation for her on the 20th, had her homecoming on the 21st, had Marcus's homecoming on the 21st as well. It's crazy they both was deceased or unalive the same day and buried the same day. See, God got a funny way of showing you things. You understand that? And the crazy thing to me is he don't know my people like that. He don't. He just running his mouth. Real talk. What he need to be focused on is dealing with the situations he need to deal with when it comes to his family. Okay? It's a baby out here now that don't got a mother and don't got a father. That's what he need to be worried about. But while he posting all of that stuff up, never once did he come to my page and say not nan thing. Make that make sense. Because he already know I ain't the one to play those games with. I ain't. We ain't never been no suckers over here, and ain't nobody ever brought a lollipop. Okay? He can say what he want to say. But the real question is why didn't you do something to step in as a brother? You thought the sweet. You thought it was acceptable for a man to put hands, feet, shoulders, and toes on a woman. That's what you thought. And this crazy thing to me is Zaria, she kept going back and forth. She loved him. She should have been left this north. I'm not trying to be funny. When he was locked up and she ended up doing what she did. And I don't know if y'all know the story, but when she ended up sleeping with old boy, had a little boyfriend on the side, whatever. He come home. She didn't know he was coming home. Found her in the bed doing what she do, having a little with old boy. He put hands and feet on that girl for hours. To the point she had to run up out the house naked to get to the police station. Cause he done so much and this fool follow her. Then after he follow her and realized the police know that he done put hands, shoulders, knees, and toes, he take off. And the police got to go after you. What you pull up for, fool? Dumb shit. But as a brother, in the Bible it says, I'm my brother's keeper. So why didn't you do something to keep your brother from making a disaster and a mistake that he just made? You knew your brother was a snake, and never once did you tell him the moves you making in the street gonna mess around and get you done up, bruh. You ain't never tell him that. You ain't never try to do nothing to keep your brother out of jail. You ain't never tell him that. So don't go and get on the internet now crying, talking about how you miss him, how this, and that. Don't do all that. Don't do all that, because when he was here, you wasn't in his life being beneficial. See, when it come to my brothers, I see him doing something wrong, I'm stepping up. I see him putting their hands on a female, I'm clocking it. We don't play them games over here. We real people. You understand that? And you putting your hands on a person, one day you're going to go too far. One day you're going to go too far. And for her, she felt like he was on here airing her out. And she had that clutch in the bag on it. She had that clutch. So she said, you know what? Let me throw this out and say, Udi. Let me just throw it out there. Because he know if he keep talking on me, I got some shit to talk on him about. The problem was that she was playing the wrong game, baby. See, he talking about you sleeping with this dude and that dude. You talking about him setting somebody up. You talking about he with the wrong family. You talking about him doing the wrong thing. See, when you went there, he already knew his days was numbered. He knew his time was coming up. He knew that my family was not going to play them games with him, baby. He knew that. He knew that. That's why he kept that secret. But what he should have did is kept that mother secret to itself. Because let me tell you something. The only person can tell on you is yourself when you don't run your mouth. See, he thought, I can get on here and say whatever I want to say about her. She ain't gonna say nothing about me. At least not that. You playing a deadly game, baby. A deadly game. And I'm sorry to say, I don't feel sorry for his family, not one bit. People ask me, why did you say rest in peace, baby? I meant rest in piss. I don't give a about his family, what they going through, how they feel, period. At 1 o'clock yesterday, we was just trying to make sure he was asleep. Making sure he was really asleep. That's what we was trying to make sure. For real, for real. The only beautiful ceremony was Zaria's. Period. The balloon release. That was the only beautiful thing. But like I said, they both unalived the same day, buried the same day. Different churches, stuff like that. But it's crazy. Same day. God got a funny way of putting stuff in you. Putting intuition in there. Mind you, this girl knew that it was a matter of time before this boy took her from her kids. She could feel it. She had already left that day. Dropped the baby off at a babysitter. She had already left that day. Why did you come back? Why did you come back? And then playing this game with him, going back and forth. Baby, somebody tell you they gonna do it to you, believe them. Believe them. Somebody tell you they gonna put you under, baby, believe them. Because you ain't got to tell me twice. You ain't got to tell me twice. You ain't got to do it. You tell me one time you gonna do it to me, baby. I'm strapped up, cocked and ready to go. I got 16 friends that'll let you know. You understand that? The problem is we as people think everything is a joke. It's a game. And in life, will tell you exactly who they is. They will show you who they is. Point blank and simple. She knew what this boy did to my cousin. She should have left him alone because that'll set up his best friend. That'll set up the nigga that's putting money in his pocket. Helping you and your family eat. that same do the same to you. See, sometimes you laying next to the enemy and don't even know. But you gotta listen to what a man tell you. You gotta listen to what a female tell you. If you would have, she say, I'll cut your throat. Believe it. Believe it. That's the problem with people. They think everybody joking and playing. Oh, he love me. Oh, she love me. Love will get you caught up in the wrong way, baby, and take you from the people that really do love and care about you. Real stuff.
Hey, do me a favor. Look down right there to the bottom left and hit that like button for me. Hit that like button right there. I appreciate it. Now continue watching. Promo alert. If you need promo, DM me on Instagram at music101CEO. $30 for one promo video on my YouTube. $50 for 3 promo videos on my YouTube, $70 for 6 promo videos on my YouTube, and $130 for 12 promo videos on my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all tap in and get that promo if you want to win. Charleston White, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and about 18
5 step, I'm the leader of this 8 shit.